What's up, OTF? Head Coach Adam here, coming to you. All right, so been talking to you a lot about your 2019 goals. It's very important to me, very important to us here at Orange Theory that you set your goals. So I'm going to tell you one of our goals. We're focusing this year on more engagement and more education. So every Tuesday, I'm going to be coming out with a video called Train It Tuesday. If you have a better name, please suggest it in the video, but that's what I'm going with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cover one area in the room, one spot in the room, one technique. Maybe it's weight room, tread running form, rowing form, whatever it is. I'm going to cover it, give you some training techniques, and to really help you understand the why behind what we do. All right, today we're doing the rower. I know it's your favorite. Maybe that's your goal you want to put down. This wants to be your favorite. It should be your favorite because out of all the exercises in the room, it works 80% of your muscles. So to me, it seems very effective. All right, let's come over here. We're gonna go over some things. First and foremost is your form. We've hit a lot on this in the ending of last year. Everybody's doing great, a lot of good corrections on the form. We wanna hit it again. I wanna give you some cues, maybe some checkpoints to help you out even more. So of course we want our foot plates, 5 to 7 foot hold showing ladies, 2 to 5 for guys. Y'all hear that all the time, but maybe you've stopped hearing it, and it's a good reminder. You want your foot straps across the widest part. All right, turn that monitor on. Now, it's all in that setup. You want the hands at the widest part, palms down, thumbs down, chest up tall. All right, it's 3 parts back and 3 parts forward. This is what you don't want to rush. You want to train every rep because every rep is a trained rep. All right, gonna do a slow forward. First, legs, core, arms, core, and legs. Now, if you look at the form I'm going with, watch the handle. My legs do not relax until I get that handle back out over the knees or slightly in front of the knees. Let me show you what I mean. So this is good form. Chest up tall, everything's flowing, one movement. This is breaking early. You can't get back on track if you break early. It's not a good flow and transfer of energy if you break that knee early. So your checkpoint, handle right there at the knees. Boom, that's your checkpoint. Now I can release. Keep those quads flexed, now I can release. All right, so that's mainly the form. Seems simple, but as you get fatigued, I can understand how you forget it, but that's how we come in. That's where we come in, and you see, I'll put my hand on your knee. That's me letting you know. Get the handle out over, then I'll pick it up, and then return. The reason we do that helps load up your hamstrings. And it really helps load up the posterior chain, so as you leg drive, you can get the most out of it. All right, so come closer. I wanna go over the monitor. Show you the watts, showing you the meters. Also, right now it's 0. So if you don't know how to read your monitor, here's a little course for you. Your watts are gonna be on your top right. Let's get that number going a little bit. All right. Now you have 3 important paces. Base wattage, push wattage, all out wattage. Your base wattage, it's all different, but somewhere between 100, 150 is part of your base wattage. Your push wattage is 25 on top of that, and your all out is gonna be 50 above your base. Bottom is gonna be your meters. Here's your time, and then top left is your strokes per minute. So we measure intensity a couple different ways. We have wattage, we have 500 meter split, and we have miles per hour. All right, want to go over a couple of different strategies and when we switch to that. So when you're looking at strength days, you're looking at power days, we're really going to go for wattage, and you want to try to watch that number and hold yourself accountable and keep matching it. Consistency is huge on this rower. Now, when we go to our next intensity, which is gonna be 500 meter split, we will have this changed for you. Now your 500 meter split, go ahead and keep it on there for me, Will. As you go into row, now again, same form, you'll see it after a couple of leg drives, it's gonna settle down and get into your 500 meter pace. See, it's dropping because it's starting to read it. Now a good goal to do is 2 minutes. So it keeps dropping. We'll get there. Hang with me. 208, 204, all right. So now we're settling into this 500-meter row. We typically do this when it's an endurance day, a 500-meter row day, a 1,000-meter row day. So you can hold this number right here tight. You don't want this to move too much on your 500-meter row. You see the lower the number, that's better. If it's getting slower, that means you're slowing down. If throughout that 500 meters, it starts to go up and get slower, that means you started out a little too hot. So you want to slow down and come out a little less aggressive on your row, because again, consistency is huge. Now, getting to the next one, miles per hour. You've seen this a couple times. Probably comes up about 3 to 4 times a month. Your strategy on your mile per hour is to try to match your treads with your paces. So your base mile per hour is going to match your tread. If you run a base pace at 6.5, try to get to the 6.5 miles per hour. If your push pace is a 9, when we go to push, try to go 9 miles per hour. And that all out, you are gonna be able to go faster on the rower all out than you will on the tread. So that's your strategies with your mile per hour. We tend to just focus on miles per hour and typically go for timed rows because this counts differently in miles. So, just to recap, your form is key. Legs, core, and arms, and there's your checkpoint. Handle gets over the knees, that's when you release. And you want to keep training that rep. Just think about it, and it'll happen. Your different intensities, watts, 500-meter split, and miles per hour, different strategies. Tune into the coach. Let us coach you, okay? Because on those days, we have different strategies for you. I want you to enjoy the rower of 2019 because this, again, works 80% of your muscles. Low impact, great piece of equipment. It is what sets us apart, the water rower at Orange Theory. All right, so that's all I have for you. Please comment below. Let me know if there are any other areas you want me to cover, and I'll definitely cover those. But we'll see you in the Orange Zone.